Hey guys, XJ9 here, and today's gonna be a video about how to do cooking, mostly from to 120 or 200 mil, as long as you can cook rocktails, and not burn them, which I think is like 94 with cooking gauntlets. I'm not quite sure. The wiki says this, but this is mostly for those going for 120 or 200 mil, because I don't want to get too specific about how to, what the level of the burn. So I won't go right into this because it's very simple. So, full Steps outfit. I am using Silverhawk boots because this is another good skill where you want to use Silverhawks because of Silverhawk tax if you're going for 120 or 200 mil. And if you look, I'm actually very close to 200 mil. So if you have 200 mil or you're done with agility, you can just not use Silverhawks. Um, the aura doesn't matter because there's not many auras. I'm using Festival just because it's Christmas. I do have the experience aura. I'm not even sure what it's called, honestly. It's the one that gives like 2.5%. To be honest, I wouldn't recommend buying it. I think it was a waste of loyalty points. So don't need anything. Cooking cape, just so you don't burn the rocktails. Necklace of Shadows, Ring of Whispers, and Callous Fragment. These are very important because this adds an extra 12 or 13k experience, I believe, or maybe 11.8k from the Sliske fragments, and you don't have to worry about prayer at all with what we're doing. So it's just free experience. And on top of that, we do have a carpet as our follower, so that's even more experience. So I think it's like 18k plus experience for free every hour. So that's very nice for cooking because cooking is one of the slower skills in a way, but not really. It's just a nice bonus. The quiver is not important. A Dryguard Mace with Wise 4 is probably the best simply because Dryguard Mace gives 10 prayer bonus, so in case there's not enough pulse cores going on, it's also 9 prayer bonus. Because we're maintaining our prayer bonus by the pulse cores going on because they can actually restore prayer. So this helps like alleviate if there's not enough pulse cores going off and you're getting unlucky with not getting prayer. And Bruiser Gods is, again, a very, very good item. I would always recommend getting this item ASAP. It's so good for skilling and so good just for early invention components. It is also nice because it holds the cooking urns, which we have stored in here. And it saves a slot, which means there's slightly more AFK per inventory. So that's quite nice. Okay. And decorating cooking urn in our inventory because, well, that's just the one that we were using. If you haven't actually cooked at all and you don't have this an urn inventory, just leave an empty inventory space in your preset, and so the urn can go here. Because if your inventory is full, the urn will not get placed or be used. And we obviously have an urn enhancer. Urn enhancer is very important to make the urns actually honestly worth even using. So definitely get that before you get into serious cooking. So besides that, we're just gonna go to Fort Frenchly and I'm just gonna show you how this works. So my quick prayer is this Chronicle attraction, and I can quickly show the prayer is this one, and it's gonna collect the dust and the Sliske shadow fragments as we craft, or rather cook. And all you really need to do is again like load preset and click. Again, I do this on my phone, so I can't. On mobile, it's really awful because it's weird because they spend so much money on mobile. If you try to right click the chest, you see other players or burnt food on the ground. So I just click and then just click on the one again just to load the preset. But you can just like load last preset if you're on, I guess, your desktop if you don't have a phone. And let's just pretend I finished my whole inventory. One thing you could do is I load this other preset, and yeah, you could do the torso sticks if you want. The torso sticks aren't that important. I do it only because of no one supplies the range. Everyone's a leech. Like, look at that. No one hasn't even restored this. So we restore it just because you need to go. If it dies, the experience goes way down. And one thing I've been doing is I have Brawling Gloves, right? But even without Brawling Gloves, one thing you can do is use Power Burst of Master Stroke, and these are Elder Rune Plate Bodies +4 being made into +5. And what you can do is smith, but also before you smith, you can also superheat it, and then smith, get max experience. Like, look at that experience drop, and then let's compare that to not using a what you call superheat. It's only 4.8k. If you use superheat, it's like 6k to 7.8k because it's more progress. So I don't personally superheat when I'm on mobile because it's just it's kind of hard with how it's set up. So I don't really bother. It's not too big of a deal. But that's something you can do. Is I kind of wanted to make a video about that too, where it's things you can do that are time gated, but instead of focusing on, like, instead of just constantly smithing, why not just skill here, power burst, go back to the skill you're doing. that way you can train smithing really fast, effectively. The XP hour is like insane because you're only smithing when the power burst is up. So that's a very useful technique. You can also apply that technique to doing like safe cracking at the Zemmergul's fortress, for example. Maybe I'll make a video about this to talk about it more. But again, that's just food for thought. Uh, this is pretty much all it is. It's just a lot of people like let's look at this guy. Look at this guy cooking. Does he have what I have? Nope. He has Excalibur Wise and Grace Elves. I mean, sure, maybe he cares about Saren Spirits, but I honestly don't. I'm not paying attention at all. So I just want to get pure experience. And the Wise 4 perk is the best. And I will say that there is some Dwarven Axe you can use, but like I don't think it's even worth using. It's just 3 experience of food, and it's like you really gonna care about like 300k experience? Like, yeah. So that's it. Bye. Hope you liked it.